Hey guys, I'm late this morning. Recommending the CR&E morning brew. January 15th, 2022. Yeah, yeah, try it since I am going late. It's McDonald's bar. There you go. Can you hear me okay, guys? Chorus, Marty, thank you, playing official, running around business. Hi guys. Coming in. Hopefully, good morning. I'm sorry I'm a little late today. Um, Yeah, daughter in will kind of better the other day. She's working today and she's on the schedule for her to go in and being I'm off today. Yeah, I'll be out with it, so it'll be a good day, you know. I do have a train running. Let me know if it's too loud. I can try to mute it or something. Sometimes it gets a little bit loud. So I'm going to turn the volume down for right now, anyways. I like when it's mute. Third volume. Try that. I have a 50. So, like a flyer, escape, oh, how are you? So, yeah, so anyways, that's what dropped it off, and so they'll fix it and all that good stuff. So it's good. This is what we have insurance. So, unfortunately, you know, raising her insurance because of it, but who knows? She's never used it. I was a hell of a jump this morning. I don't know why, but I did. And, so the running some intermodal stuff in this here behind me just a little bit. Trying to be intermodal, trying I can run them better. Um, I do want to slowly, I think I mentioned this before, slowly kind of start purchasing some better cars. Some Kato, I picked up a few Kato sets, a couple career sets in those. There's metal cars that are weighted and everything. I do like building the kits, but I don't know if I'm just not weighing them properly or weighing. I think some of it's positioning within the train itself. You get over a certain amount of cars and it just wants to pull off the track. When I was with Pappy over the summer, Troy Godwin, picked up a bunch of railroad spikes. It was on the CSX line, so I'm assuming they're from them. But you know, in the past that showed you my cup holder for my mugs. I need to grab a mug this morning. And he made one for himself, and I liked it. Being that he's not too far from me, and didn't have to ship it or anything. It was affordable. And there it is. There's over behind me, rustling over the swing gate. Can I get out of the way a little bit? Anyways, he made me a mug rack. So I picked up a bunch, thinking maybe I'd make another one or two for myself. Because I am collecting the mugs. And last one I got was from the Bennett. Blanking, Bennett, Ellington, Ellington and Bennett Railroad. Um, his name is Jeff. That's a nice mug, right? So I got that one right around the holidays. So that's very nice. Right from the 70s. Okay, yeah. Conrail, all right. Yeah. Hey, Sarah's adequate treasures for you. Okay. Hey, no problem. I do that a lot. You know, there's so many good streams out here. and shows in general. And you can't really catch them all, but if I'm down here tinkering, or if I'm watching TV with the wife, sometimes I'll just have it on in the background just to give her support, and they watch hours and just to stop in and say hi, you know. And sometimes I have the earbud in if I hear something interesting, I'll comment. I don't know how our FM production is. How are you? Thanks for stopping in. So I mean, you can't be in all the streams. Sometimes you know, obviously I'm part of the Amtrak Tuesday crew, so I try to at least pop into theirs and, you know, participate with the other hosts there. Um, and some weeks I just say, okay, I got this night free or that night free, and I'll just pick somebody, and it might be a different person this week than it was last week, just to, you know, for some support. Hey, John, thank you. And yeah, thanks, American Flyer. I was going to mention that. It has that show tonight. Something like that show. Yeah, look it up there. Is Short Line Thursday. Short Line. I could want to say it was something like that. Short Line Thursday tonight. Jim Tedesco at 6 o'clock. I am going to be honored to be his first actual guest. I know last week he had the opening inaugural show, and he gave some prizes in there. That was really generous and very nice. So I guess tonight I'm going to be on with him. He wants to talk about, I think, scenery. So, you can pick up a few scenery items that I can show off or what have you. Think of this way, on it is going to be a part of it. Maybe all of it, depending on how that is. I always like I always like some that I still make some things yeah. And everybody else I said as well, so tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern. You can move to 6 because the Thursday night guys go on into theirs. Maybe I stop. So, sorry about this. Yeah. I don't know who's doing it tonight. Is Mark coming on the line? Who's like this? Well, Dave, David, he was on last week. I think he's going to be taking a little break. I don't know if he's going to be coming or what. I haven't caught part of the show. It's the Thursday. So, we'll catch them as well after Jim's show. We're excited to be a part of Jim's show tonight at 6 p.m. Thought about canceling this morning just because I was going to be doing another thing, but I figured I could be on within about an hour of the normal time. It wouldn't be too bad. I'm not going to stay on real long. I know I say it every week, but hard to hear me. Okay. Is it the train in the background, or is it just my speaker, or what? I have the headphone in, so I would think that would be helpful. I'm not using the camera mic, I'm using the earbuds. I'll try to speak up though. Tiny town trainers, there you go. You're part of the reason I decided not to cancel this morning. You know, like I said, I had something that came up I needed to do this morning. Yeah, at least come on for a little bit. You made a comment on Jim's reminder announcement yesterday for the Short Line Thursday. Yeah, Thursdays are going to be awesome. We got the morning brew in the morning and then Short Line Thursday in the evening. So it made me feel very honored that you feel that way. So I want to make sure that. And I enjoy doing the Thursday morning shows if you don't. I'm grateful to all you guys and stopping and gals. But you know, when I canceled quite a few times lately because of illness and different obligations during the holidays and stuff. Just didn't really have a chance to do that. So yeah, appreciate you guys stopping in. There's James. There's everybody. Good to see you in there. I was watching one of this intermodal train. I hope you guys can hear me better now. I'm trying to speak up. And if the train's too loud, I'll just mute it. You know, sometimes I hate when I'm muted. You hear too much. You make sure that those things are coming off the track somewhere. Anyways, I was watching Engineer Hall. He's another good channel on YouTube. He does a lot of reviews. He also is sponsored by Yankee Dabblers, like I am. He got a 5% code. I think he's Engineer Hall. Is the code. Don't quote me on that. You have to go to his channel and find out because I can't remember what it is. Just did a video on intermodal, and he was showing how he weighs his cars down. Now he weighs the containers, not so much the cars. The cars are pretty well weighted. But he had 2 on the nose, 2 heading up the train, and he had 2 as a DPU unit. And he had 1 a trailing unit, which I think his train was, what did he say, 60 plus cars, 61, 62 cars. Yeah, well, I'm sure Wilmer knows about Jim's show, American Flyer. Anyways, it was really cool. I would love to run a long train like that. And he was running them fast, man. At the very end, he goes through a speed tunnel. And it was 43 speed miles, skill miles an hour. So they were hauling tail, and they looked to be holding the track well and everything else. I was kind of surprised because it looked like a heck of a lot of weight that he was adding into these containers. He had these big nuts that he was loading in, and then some smaller ones in the smaller containers. But it did work. But now he admits that it's a lot of weight. Hey, Anthony, Georgeson, Happy New Year to you as well. It just seemed like a lot of weight to me. But here he had 2, 4, 5 locomotives on that train too. So probably why he didn't have any issues pulling it. I like to run them a little slow. To me, it looks a little more slow. Now the intermodal will run a little faster. I had the juice train kind of running quick. I had that out running. Because those are just ones that I would assume being there kind of a quick rate, they would run a little faster. Could be totally wrong. Let me pick this up a little bit and see. I've just been experimenting because, as you guys may or may not know, intermodal is going to be one of my main commodities, the trains I'll run. So I'm trying to get these things all weighted out right. I got a bunch of intermodal. A lot of mine are kits though, so they're a little finicky. I'm trying to. I think maybe over the next several years, maybe slowly replace some of those with more of the metal cars, Cato, Walters, things like that, Atlas. The ones that are more ready to run, they're heavier. They're a little more properly weighted to begin with. Unless you weigh down the containers, I don't really know any good way to weigh down the intermodal cars empty. I do want to run some empties. I think it looks kind of cool when there's a train running with some empties in the tail or somewhere on there. So you want to make sure that they're weighted properly. Yeah, I love them. I love the way they're double stacked and everything. Okay, that's good on the make modern. Get some scenery in there. Try to play it up a little bit with a whiteboard. And then I need to down there. I come down probably about every day of the week. Just on my off days, I spend more time usually. Same thing with the weekends. But even after work, I'll come down and train for a little bit. Usually it's relaxing. You get those days where you just have cars that don't want to stay on the tracks, and you get frustrated. That's enough of that. But I'll try to run the track cleaner, once a week, once every other week, just to keep up with it. The wife, my birthday is Saturday. So she was generous enough to help me pay for the first round of back drums. So it's going to go from behind me. Every time you came down, not making you guys nauseous. We're going to go from behind where I'm sitting. Turn this a little bit so I can see what I'm showing you. That wall there, in the corner, and around. Let's see, straight there. Okay, so into the corner there, and it'll come across behind the bridge of a little river or the stream, and then it'll open up and then cross the river. Go into the corner there by the ballast or something. It ends up being about 320 some inches, 300 and, I don't know the exact, I can't remember now. 320, 350, somewhere inches of back drum. So she was generous enough to contribute some money for my birthday to that. So thank you to my wife. Hey, Steve Jones, how are you? Lisa J, how are you? I was getting wrong. Lisa or Nessie? Lisa. You're wrong. Ha! Yeah, no joke. Well, first you got to get off the boats. Well, that's all right. Oh, thanks. Darren, good morning, sir. It's another good channel. I mean, check out everybody's channel, obviously. He's doing some good work, too. I get up to his second level. So, oh, yeah, no joke. Wow, that's way up there. Wherever DC through to. All right, man. Get your coffee, watching on. Good deal. Yeah, glad to have you guys. I do appreciate you guys coming in. It's like, I just I enjoy this show more, I don't want to say more than on Track Tuesday, but I don't feel like I said it before, I don't feel the pressure to like really be doing anything. Yeah, no joke. Darren from B&H, right? Hey, get that little one, Anthony. You got like going on. Spend time with the little guy. The little guy likes to be out there in the train room with them, and he's still too young to let him kind of turn them loose, but you got to keep an eye on them. And kids are sometimes when they don't get their way, they like to act up. Sometimes they don't. I think he's pretty good from what I've seen. Also, it's Nisi. That's okay. Good to know. There's that gray elf. I was calling him Ethan, but you said you got to use it. It's a L thumb. That's how you pronounce his name. Really helpful. So sometimes you need to know those little secrets like that to be able to pronounce names. Is what it is. So, yeah, there's a spot back over in the corner. Slow down. It's not good. Like I said, you get one. needed, whether it's needed or not. So yeah, I mean, a whole lot going on, a little bit of scenery work. I'll show that off with the numbers by then too. So Thursday, 6 p.m. East. Coming up for what? What do you mean for like when you put up the video? Where's Ken? I'm like, I want to learn more on all this computer stuff, but it's I think by the time I finally get the hang of one thing, everybody's on to the next. So I don't know what that demand is for. I think it's too quiet. Sorry. Without any sound out of them, hearing every little creak and clickety clack and every little thing is making me like, oh man, what fell off? What's going on? Anyway, let's try. Not hard to do that. So, yeah, what that is. Okay. So what do you make a thumbnails for? Happy Valley House. Really? I've made that mistake before. I was on for 5 minutes one morning. And somebody finally like texted me and said, hey, you gonna start your show? Maybe it was more than that because people were waiting. And I saw the conversation going on and I was saying stuff like that. I wasn't live. I never clicked the go live button. Then you add yourself into the show. On StreamYard, you know. Control there. One of these days I'll actually have a proper working station for videos. Canva. Thumbnail. Well, I know you could change your thumbnail. Like usually I end up having to post it first, and then I could go back and add a thumbnail if you have pictures on your phone or on your computer, kind of thing. You could add them for YouTube, I guess. We don't really have any snow here. We had maybe 2 or 3 inches over the weekend or early this week, and it all melted already pretty much. Then it got warm enough overnight last night or yesterday, and then so it was wet. Rain drizzled a little bit, and now it was kind of icy this morning. We got down in the low 30s, upper 20s overnight. It has not been a bad winter here at all so far. It's really odd. We haven't had the snow, or even we've had some days in the teens, a couple of days, but not. And it's January, almost mid-January now. So we really should be getting into a lot more of that by now. But nope. So I had no snow for Christmas this year, nothing like that. I had a little bit of snow before. I couldn't tell you what the snowfall is for the year. It's way down though, I guarantee you. I don't know, man, muffins. Damn it. Can you see this? I don't know. Dang it. I want muffins. That's why it's muffins. Okay. She gets so mad at me, I joke with her all the time. She works from home now. I'm like, ah, you know, you don't really work anymore. She wants to punch me every time I said. She actually honestly works even more than she did when she was at the office. Staying out later. More hours. Yeah, right? You know, kind of really have breakfast. Right on the lake shore. I like getting frozen. So I'm trying to reduce the speed on this place. So far, it's been okay. I think I had to. Sometimes it's a matter of just getting your cars, going back to that, get your cars in the right placement. I mean, they have a set. It's just annoying, and you know, if you put them more near the back, they're fine. When you put them too far up front, then they want to derail. You know, or just sometimes you got to flip a car around the other way. And I check everything before I put it on the layout. Everything gets metal wheels, metal couplers, check the heights and all that stuff. Make sure, you know, try to make sure they're weighted pretty decently. I need to actually get like a true scale to weigh them properly to scale. Um, Most of your stuff right out of the box is pretty close, like your regular roll stuff. I feel pretty close, but no, I know. One friend Troy, he he bought on eBay a big box with flat wheel weights and automotive stuff. That's how much it do. But that alone, and I like the cinnamon swirl kind of muffin, or like once one of the grocery store or something, get butter rum muffin. Oh boy, I'll tell you, I got like a crystallized sugar on top. And, boy, they want it. A rep fan. Saw a couple this morning near the shop where they took the daughter's car. Hey, Simon, the railway enthusiast 83. Hello from the UK. Hello. Good afternoon. Thanks for stopping in. There's a. It was it was a CSX line, so I didn't get to see the locomotives, but it was intermodal. Just kind of saw it there flying by. But just kind of read the chat. But like I said, I did have time to try to chase them, take the time to watch much of it. There's nothing like right around me. I'm not near any like railroad lines. I have to go about 20 minutes more near Cleveland. Um, Actually, up where I used to live, more in the suburbs where I used to live, there's rail lines that run through there where the freeway runs through. And it's always kind of cool. You can hear them at nighttime, horns blowing and stuff in the distance. It was always nice. Especially in the summertime when the windows open, you can hear them in the distance. I don't want to be like Wilmer where the trains are right outside my window. That's a little much. Something on the floor here somewhere. I don't know why. Interesting, guys, interesting. I'm sure you guys have all experienced it too, where you'll run, and you'll run around for half an hour, no issues, an hour, no issues. And the next thing you know, what the heck? Is that catching on? Very last car came off. Sorry, guys. I was catching, I don't know what. Maybe a track nail or something. I think as I balance, I'm going to pull those nails out. Okay, sorry about that. That is what happened. I didn't tell you that. Up there around the corner, in the corner back over there, where I was saying the back cut's going to end. The railroad kind of slowly climbs from flat back here, where you see that controller. And as it comes across the bridges over here over the river, it starts to slowly climb to it's about 2 inches off the bench top. Then we come back down, grade. Where I come down grade, I have it just cookie cutter there for I cut the tabletop, so I just raised up that part of the plywood with the cleats. Well, I needed to cut it back some because I made it too wide when I cut it, so there's actually a little gap, maybe about like that. Well, something got hung up on this bridge, a container or something came off. I don't remember what it was. It was just sitting there doing nothing the other day, watching them run around. Next thing I know, everything comes falling off around that curve. And these two locomotives you see running around both came crashing down. One crashed down to the tabletop, one fell through that gap. I couldn't fit those through that gap if I was trying to fit it through that gap. Thank God I have a table right about a foot and a half, 2 feet underneath where that gap is. The locomotive came crashing down to that table. Definitely got damage, body damage, but pretty minimal. Just the steps on the rear right. A bunch of steps broke off. Unfortunately, the actual area that you would glue the steps to are all like cracked and called scale training, so I called them. Nothing they can really do with it. I mean, it's under warranty, but they're not going to warranty my mistakes, like that. I even said, I was willing to buy a new shell if they had any shells for sale, or maybe they had something that came back mechanically that was messed up that they could sell me the shell. I mean, just to replace it, but no such luck. I said, how about an undecorated shell? Any kind of shell that would fit these ES-44s. I don't care if it's even an Norfolk Southern, Anthony. I would suffer through that road, just repaint it into a CR&E or something, or patch it out to some real good railroad. So, yeah, that was Monday. Was that Monday? Night. After work, I just come down here to relax, and that happened. Set them both on the tabletop, turned off the power, turned off the lights, went upstairs. I said, I'm done. I don't even want to know. I'm just sick over it. So then Tuesday, I mean, they're running fine, sounds fine, lights are fine. The second locomotive that fell just to the tabletop, a couple steps on the bottom broke off, but I was able to glue those back on pretty easily. Nothing was really damaged that badly. But the other one, it'll just be, I guess it'll be CSX prototypical, huh? A little banged up. But it just hurts because there's so much money, you pay so much money for them. That's good, James. Minor damage. This is technically minor damage, it's just not damage I can really fix. that tried to play with the broken, I'm going to call them not stanchions, but it's where the steps come down and the handrails and everything, the steps come down, and you have the see-through steps that glue horizontally on there. And all those areas you were glued to, like, broke. So they're all jacked up and twisted and stuff. But it's okay. It hurts a little less today than it did the other day. Those things are not cheap, as you guys all know. Like I said, I couldn't sit there and actually put it through that gap where it fell if I tried. But somehow it managed to fall through there when it came off. Needless to say, Tuesday the glue gun came out, the cardboard strips came out, and now it's all like, because it's going to be scenic eventually, so that might be where I start scenicking, like actual scenicking, not just, I've been goofing around over here, just low scenery until I get some backdrops up. I don't want to put anything in the way. 3 feet would be fixed it okay good. That's the downside. Like, this is a rivet counter scale train, so it has all the details. The top radiator grill came off. I was able to glue that back on. I still got to pull everything out of the way and see if I missed any parts. A couple items on the truck, some of the brake stuff came up, the lines and stuff broke loose. But in all honesty, it could have been a lot worse. The frame is not bent. Now, if it had hit the floor, it would have been bent, because this bench top it would have fell from about 45 inches or whatever, so almost 4 feet if it would have went to the floor. And this is a concrete floor. There's no, I mean, I have tile down, but there's no carpeting or anything to break the blow at all. So, anyhow. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I mean, it seemed like it took forever, just back and forth. I was so close to the 2000 for so long, and whatever. It's definitely shocking to me, and I'm very appreciative of all everybody that's been with me, and new people who have been there from the beginning. It just seems like that keep me in parts. Yeah, anybody got a shell for an ES44? It's not even the parts. I don't know if that could even be replaced. Because I thought, well, maybe the walkways are removable. I know some of the older locomotives, Patterns and stuff, you could actually remove the walkways, and just replace that piece. It's not the whole shell. I mean, you have to take the shell up, then you can break the body off of the walkway part. That's the part that's trying to stop. Oh yeah, that's right. I wanted to mention that too. Everybody, if you're not subscribed to Jerry Satarelli, go check him out. He's real close to 800. As James says, he's 4 short. So let's try to get him up there. Maybe get him up to 1,000 eventually, but at least let him get the 800 mark. If you got there first, then you're okay. No, I'm not okay. I've had some cars come off, not on this layout. Nothing's hit the ground on this layout, but on the old layout, I had a couple on the old duck under hit the ground. Thankfully, they were older, like kit cars, grain cars that were kits. So there you go. Let's get Wigwag up there too. Pass the word around. He's almost at 1,000 himself. Awesome. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I hope it's enjoyable for people. I mean, like I said, it's nothing extravagant, nothing fancy. It's just me yapping. 911 subs. Okay, that's good. We'll get you. Happy Valley's at 49. Oh, we got to get him up to 100. James, get him to 250 at least. KCS up there? Well, who bought it? All right, James, or anybody. What is the verdict? It was CN and it was CP. It was, I don't know who ended up buying KCS. Did anybody end up buying them? I could see you starting to see some of them up there if you never did. If when the Canadian companies bought them, if that actually went through. Oh, we're gonna get Anthony up there too. Come on, guys. Always list the times for Eastern Standard. I do put a note to that effect in the schedule. Individual time zones would be nice, but a lot of work. Yeah. I figure, maybe just because I live in the Eastern Standard Time Zone. CP bottom, CN was full case. CP got case. Sorry, I'm kind of reading as we're popping it up. So CP actually bought time. Sorry, guys, I kind of like the CN colors. I actually have a couple of them. This is where I get it. That's aggravating, man. It'll run for half an hour, an hour. I think I had them run the day that they came crashing down. I think they were running for an hour. I run my trains, guys. I'm not Jack. I run 24 hours a day. God bless him. He got the track work and everything. As good as I think mine is, he's got to be even better because he just lets them run like that. Well, yeah, I run mine. If you were to buy a locomotive off of me, most likely it's going to have some runtime on it. Not abused by any means, but I run them. I buy them to run. Sit on a damn shelf. Now that I can run them around, I'm doing a lot of rail fanning the railroad. I've done some switching. I got a couple yards operating. I've been playing around in there too. So, a little bit. I just don't know how interesting a video would be of me just switching out nothing. I don't really have much switching right now. Like, it would be interesting. I did a little switching video back a while ago on the River Co-op yard, but it was me basically testing the wiring and the joints and everything because I had just finished laying the yard and wiring it up. So it wasn't so much the operations video as it was me just running a couple grain cars, a string of grain cars, broke them up and ran them in 3 stub end storage tracks for the co-op. So I said it wasn't as much of a operations video. Ooh, yeah, that's a nice unit, man. I'm tempted too. I got those couple of CN. I pre-ordered a couple of CP. I don't know if they're ET48s, 44s, what they're called. Or they're Dash 9. We're doing a summer or something. These guys, right? This, the CP one is like a heritage type unit. It's the mount, I think it's mounting force or something on the logo. Herald on it. One of the things is standards. You guys are just trying to branch out into other power. Maybe one day Anthony I just want to force that down. Thoroughbreds. I wonder if big ones there. Where'd you get the deal from? Rachel? Because I'm looking for some Thoroughbreds well cars, to be honest with you. I wouldn't mind a auto rack as well. I almost have so much time on it. This would be good about Was that both days, Saturday and Sunday? Where do I? Because with my birthday being Saturday, I think we got stuff going on. That'd be fun. I mean, Columbus is about a 2-hour drive, a little bit more for me, somewhere there. Cleveland. Hey, Joe. I did start late, buddy. I had to help my daughter out this morning. She had a little fender bender the other day. Yeah. Okay. Actually, I'm going to throw my email up there. If you want to email me here while we're talking. Because I never could find anybody's emails on their top pages or something. No. Yeah, John, if you want to shoot me a little message there, this way I'll get back to you. No problem. I'd love to do Amherst. I just, no. Saturday, grants. Ah, man. Wish I didn't realize that because I would have maybe tried to put it on there, planned it out. I'm not going to be able to go Saturday. All right. All right. Hey, there's Jason. What's going on? Yeah. Definitely. As always, definitely check everybody's channels out. If you're not subscribed, and like what you see, go ahead and subscribe. This is these guys out. Like I said, Jerry Santarelli's only 4 away from 800. We got some other people that are a little close to 1,000, 250, and 500. Don't cost nothing to subscribe. Don't cost nothing to hit the thumbs up. Helps everybody out a little bit. Jason, I don't know if he's announcing it yet or if he already did. Forgive me, Jason. If you want to, and you're ready to, and you want to throw up your link for your new website, Train Freak Hobbies, is that what it's called? Forgive me, I don't remember. But anyhow, you may catch a little glimpse of something behind it in that website. But he is a certified installer for soundtracks. He does layout plans. Okay, the website still works. Okay, so I'm a little ahead of myself, but yeah, look for that, guys. He's looking on the website to offer services as far as mountain railroading goes. So track planning and things like that. I guess this is the preliminary website for it. I'm sure he's going to be adding and then improving as he goes. All right, thanks for stopping in. Russell Trains in this room. Check out what that looks like. A couple videos back to guys. Okay. So, what scale do you run? I would think it'd be more like a garden railway to be out in the snow. If you're talking about a railroad. Stop. There's Jason. Yeah. Oh, thanks. Good job. Oh shit, there's snow, huh? All right, I gotta go look at that now. I must have missed that video. I gotta go look at that. My backyard needs some work. I told the wife I think I'd love to, man, I just can't afford it. I got too much going on here with this stuff. But I'd love to get into like just some simple G scale. Simple. But and then, going in the backyard, I mean, it's so cool. Not much stuff out there. Enjoying the winter, the summertime, and that. Yeah, but absolutely. Check out Jason. Again, he says it's in the works, so probably just beginnings. Just will improve on what he has already as he goes. I know for a fact he does installs. He's a certified soundtracks installer. See him up there. He does track planning. In fact, what you're seeing here was part of his creation. He did a lot of. I had a good look at with me. I had a good base to everything. It's a pretty solid plan. He just helped me tweak things here and there so the operations would work better. And then he helped me also. I swear too. Give it some place and time. I mean, I knew the era already, but he helped me kind of go through it. We're going to go east to west. We're going to go from this town to that town. It's proto lands, as they like to call it. But he helped me give direction, I guess what I'm saying, to the railroad. And he could do just stuff as simple as that. Go through and He took a lot of time with me, and was very reasonable as far as pricing and stuff goes. So, depending on how much or how little help you need. So yeah, I'm kind of plugging him. He's a good guy in general, good asset to the community, and he's got a nice layout started there himself. So yeah. Oh no, there goes the neighborhood. Jim, I heard you had something going on tonight. Is there any truth to that? I heard there's a really good guest though coming on. Can't confirm or deny. Oh, is that the website you're on? Or Train Creek? That's possible. He said he's still kind of working on it. So I jumped the gun a little bit. He showed me a little snippet of it the other night. So, yeah, we'd be buddies, I guess. He puts up with me. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know. I just like to read the comments sometimes. You guys never really. Yeah, so again, make sure tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern, on Jim Tedesco's channel, Short Line Thursday. He's going to have a guest host. Again, can't confirm or deny, may or may not be this guy here. And should be a good show. We will have a good time, if nothing else. Not sure. Okay, maybe, but okay. I'm always in a corner somewhere high. Actually excited. Yeah, I have a fresh haircut tonight for the show. I was sick when I was due for my last haircut, and she wasn't able to squeeze me in anywhere between now and then, back then. So I'm getting all shaggy now. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I keep it short, especially on the sides, I like it short. So I got that this afternoon. Ended up being a busier day than I was going to be. It was just this I was doing in the morning, and then I had to take that car in. Haircut, makeup. I don't know what the makeup. I put some spray tan on, look like I live in Florida. Oh, we're at the shop. Oh, the cedar holds up well for the elements. Don't want all that. There you go, Jim. Go right and say we'll email you later. I guess you do a 3D order of some things for that with you. You won't be disappointed. I don't know if you use Jim before, but you won't be disappointed on that. So I thank you, Jim. And it's for anybody if you want some 3D printed stuff. Definitely Your type of Jim Tedesco. 3D. We got that cell tower, that's pretty nice. HO scale, you can put a little blinking light in it too. That's nice. Obviously, I haven't done anything with it yet. I will though once I start putting things together. Um, there you go. He made me some. I wish I knew what to say here. Some holders, cab holders for the side of the layout. He's made me BD20 holders for up under the layout for the block detection. Wow, Jimmy. More than that. Like, there's all kinds of stuff. He's obviously making all his tree trunks. Again, I don't know much about steam. I have one steam locomotive that I got to do some work to. I had a guy put a decoder in it, and then it just quit after a while. It's an old IHM. It's old, man. I had it for years. But it was running, not very strong. It doesn't pull a lot. But it's let's look. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. In fact, he even, based off of the measurements I gave him, they were a little bit too snug. And he remade them all for me and would not take a nickel for them. He would not let me pay him for the remakes. And it was my fault, the measurements I gave him. So, yeah, I appreciate that, but I feel kind of bad too. But, and he didn't make me send the other ones back. I don't know. James is a hell of a guy. So, James is too. Jim Tedesco is a hell of a guy as far as both of them go. I don't think I've run into anybody so far in this hobby that has been, a real problem or anything like that. Everyone seems to be pretty nice. Willing to help you out with things, whether it be with questions or, if you're looking for an item, hey, I got an extra one of those. And if they do charge you, they don't usually rate you on anything. Now, I'm not talking about like eBay and things like that. I'm talking about like the guys we deal with in our little communities here and stuff like that. We get some of these Facebook groups and eBay guys are unfortunate for stuff, Stable came off of let's see, that's St. Louis, let's see. Carolina? Ohio. That's nice. Oh, nickel plate? No. Yeah, you see the same with me. I mean, I knew very little when I started my other layout back in 16, 17. And still obviously we're on to learn, but there's so many guys along the way, and I couldn't even name them all that have I'll answer that in a minute. That have just been so helpful. Like I said, even with just questions, these guys that are real strong with the BCC stuff. Jason's a guy that he's helped me a lot. Wondering things out. Who's Bailey, Rick, and all been helpful. And they take the time and the patience, because a lot of times that doesn't sink into the thick skull very quickly. Nancy has found out someday you're going to be knowledgeable enough that people will come to you with questions and you'll be able to confidently answer. And it's a weird feeling. You feel good about it, but then you kind of feel a little nervous. Boy, I hope I told them right, or I did right by them, stuff like that. So a couple times, even myself, I've been asked to help out people with these questions. And you feel good when you know the answers. Even if it's just something simple that, somebody starting out this doesn't know. This stuff can be confusing. As awesome as this DCC and all these different signaling systems, and Jason just started up a whole new thing too. He's trying a whole new different signaling and control system and everything like that. So it's always changing. Anyway, definitely meant to be shared. Yeah. Definitely. Like I don't have any grandkids at this point in my life, so there's nobody to share it there with. So a lot of people are able to share with their own children and grandkids. My son, unfortunately, really wasn't interested in that. By the time I got back into it, he was already older, into like more teenage type stuff. So what are you gonna do? I tried when he was like 5 to go to Polar Express, Lionel, home scale. Think if I would have had this house and this basement, the ability to set up a nice low scale layout of some kind, I might have piqued his interest more. Because, as most people know, just standing around a 4x8 table and an oval is pretty boring after a while. So, hey, Jack. I'm just talking about you, man. I'm just talking about locomotives. You run a train around, and it goes around for. I run my stuff, so I had to go around an hour. No derailments. Turn the camera on, bam. Derailments. I don't know. Same exact train, nothing else. Nothing changed. And I mentioned you because you, as good as I feel my track work is, yours must be just, I don't know, spectacular. Because you'll run the damn things for 24 hours, I feel like. It's awesome. Awesome. But Jack is he's a generous guy too, man. He holds a lot of like little contests when he's having his live runnings and stuff and do that. And he's always giving away nice stuff, like the tank cars and locomotives even and stuff. So good asset to the community. Jack says, Jason, call me now. Sounds like it's an emergency. 911 there. So we're gonna give a buzz. What a camera. Yeah, I know. Today they've been pretty good. I had the last car in this thing derailed a little bit, then I got hemmed up on a tie or something. So I had to stop. Must be somebody that has something that Jason's interested in. Yeah. Jason, have you converted any BLI steamers to soundtracks? Interesting. I like the soundtrack stuff. I like the Scale Trains products. I like half them too. I wish that I don't know. The ESU's sound is just okay. I think the Tsunami 2 anyway is a better sounding decoder. That's my personal opinion. So I do have a DCC ready BNSF-9 is over there that somebody just put the 21 pin decoder in, so it's down sound. I think at some point I'm going to try to work that over to the soundtracks. Something. No, it's fine. But, all right. Let's see, go enjoy with muffins. Chocolate chip muffins. And hungry for. Stopping in. Yeah, we got more than that. Switching type way out there. Kind of neat too. Switching out some short industries down there. Questions, what I can't remember what the layout is. I like these ES44s a lot. I do like the veterans unit from them. Scout trains. I like that one a lot. But I think my favorite, I would say, locomotive itself is the ESD 40-3. It's a square cabs, as they like to call them. Hey, Chris, he was on tonight. Chris, what time? We're going to go home. Objectives. Here's some advice. Everyone is going to be running inspection between port and the motor. He goes on to say, this motor heats the board in the code. You know, makes sense. Okay, so we'll go back. Chris, you'll be able to go home. Go home is on tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. And that'll be then again the Jim's Tedesco show site. Short line, sidetrack. Short line Thursday is on at 6 p.m. And then Chris will be on at 8 p.m. So I'll jump over to that afterwards. Oh, so anyways, Jack, if you're still in here, what do you use? Anything you suggest? Any actual suggestions for guys to use between the board? Is it just some more styrene, in between, or do you put some type of, insulation or something like that? I don't know. Any suggestions? Any recommendations? Jim's on at 6. Then go home is on at 8. I knew you guys were on, I just didn't know what channel it was on. So. Anyways, some type of styrene out there. That makes sense. Heat break, something that absorbs the heat other than a decoder. Makes a ton of sense, actually. Let's see, what time are we going? We got an hour and 9 minutes. This train's been running an hour and 9 minutes, pretty much the whole time. I'm pretty confident in my track work. It's just sometimes you got to get the cars in the right order, or based on weights and stuff. I generally only weigh down my bottom containers, and I don't overweigh them. I don't have an exact amount, but the lighter cars I tend to put more near the back. a training device on this last Walther's car, this nice heavy metal car. So, yeah, like I said, over the next year or two, I want to slowly upgrade to better quality intermodal cars. Maybe sell some of the other stuff. I still have some that are actually in kits I haven't put together yet. After or some Walther's. Having people set it up. If you have room inside the shell. Oh, no. Okay. Will do, Phil. That's let us know, man. Yeah. Did you hear that, you know? Uh, yeah. Hey, Jeff. Jeff, you guys? I don't remember what that was, but I got those off of his recommendation, actually. The webcams. Boy, choose the password on this. I turned it on and stuff. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, guys. Change the password. Oh my God. She makes it so difficult. Probably a good thing she makes the password so difficult. All right, James. We'll talk to you later. See you tonight, probably on Jim's channel. I'm actually getting a kick out of here too. You know what, guys? So I'm getting ready to head off to that haircut. So I'd like to ask you to eat before I go. Oh, we'll see you at 6. 6 o'clock. Oh, anytime, Jason. Can't wait to see it up and running as you envision it. So check all that out. Let's get Jerry Saturelli up to 800. Go check his channel out. Subscribe to anybody that's on here that you're not, if you'd like. And I will see you guys tonight at 6. Short Line Thursday in Jim Tedesco, Millennium County channel. And also text Chris afterwards. He'll be our go home at 8 o'clock. So thanks for everybody who stopped in. Thanks for everybody that's helped me get up to the 2,000 mark. I appreciate all of that. It's humbling for sure. This time in town trains is fun. That's right. I call mine the CFO with the CR&E, Chief Financial Officer. Awesome. All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you guys all tonight and all these other fine shows. And, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you at 6. All right. Bye for now.